What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jay. We are here with UBL season, I want to say 7 or hold up. Let me look at the. Let me see. Season 7. We're here with UBL season 7. We've been in UBL for, I think this is our 3rd season consecutively, which is awesome. So shout out to Otto and all the admin for letting us back in graciously. Thank you. But we're here with our team and we're doing a draft team recap a little bit differently this time because, you know, draft team recaps can be a little bit boring because it's the same game of peekaboo as always. But I wanted to put all the mons up there. I've seen a lot of my homies do it, so I was like, you know what, I'll just give it a go and see what you guys think. So that way we don't have to be here too long because I hate it when it's dragged out, and that way you guys get to see everything because I know you guys always fast forward to the end to see the whole team. But I just like but we got the #1 round. I mean, we got the #1 overall pick in the draft, which is crazy because this is my 3rd time in any. I got the #1 in IBA, got it then in APA, and then I got it in UBL. So that's really crazy. And of course, we had to honor the homie Q, the Costa Rican, by picking Ham Sandwich, aka Dragapult. As you see, Dragapult. Like, Dragapult's just so awesome, man. I don't even have to explain it. If you guys have been watching Gen 8 draft, you guys know that Dragapult is typically the #1 overall pick because it's just a really cool mon to use, and it can fit in well on like any team. Like, you just gotta, you know, not any team, but most teams. It's really good. It can be a special attacker, physical attacker, choice band, choice specs, hex. U-turn for momentum is beautiful. Base speed tier at 142 already gives you a superior speed tier, which is beautiful. A chef's kiss, if you will. So I'm really excited to use Dragapult again. Just a really fun mon to use, and I never get tired of it, especially with all those leftover EVs from the speed that you could put into other things like HP, defense, special defense, or even run it mixed. So it's really cool, really cool. I'm really excited to use Dragapult again. And then I decided to pair that with Scizor this time around. I really didn't know what direction I wanted to go with this draft. I just know I wanted to pick up mons that I really haven't used at all this gen, because Gen 8 is coming to a close, sort of, kind of. Hopefully Gen 9 comes out soon, but you never know. But Scizor is here, and Scizor is our steel type, so you know, the classical Dragon Fairy steel type core, which isn't like, it's not essential, but you know, it's kind of essential, you know, just a teeny tiny bit. So I drafted Scizor. I've never used Scizor. So I'm very excited to use it. I know you can use Scizor as a slow pivot with U-turn. You can use it as a defogger, gets access to Roost, Sword Stance. You can even run Choice Band if you wanted to with U-turn, knockoff, dual wing beat, bullet punch. The priority plus the technician boost is really good. So I'm excited to see what Scizor will do. Because I've never used it, but I've seen it put in work on teams. You know how ladder goes. Scizor is pretty cool as well. And so I'm really excited to use Scizor. Like I said, I'm really excited to use it, and great pairing with Dragapult because it helps deal with those pesky fairies that Dragapult might not be able to break through, and Scizor just gives that automatic bullet punch. So that's really cool. It's really cool. Next up we have Zapdos. So my friend off was like, yo, just, you know, go Dragapult, Scizor, Zapdos, and I was like, you know what, screw it, why not? Because Zapdos, I've really been wanting to use Zapdos, and every time like I either falls to me, I can't justify drafting it on my team, or it's already taken, as it should be. Zapdos is an amazing mon. Like I said, access to U-turn. So we have 3 mons with U-turn because I love me some momentum. We have U-turn, U-turn, and U-turn. Also have access to Volt Switch, but you know, it's better off to use U-turn so you don't have to worry about getting trapped in by a ground type. Zapdos did get Hurricane this generation, which is beautiful. So you have that stab Hurricane on top of that base 125 special attack stat. It's gonna hit hard whether you have investment or not. Access to defog, which is great. So I have 2 defoggers already. We're looking kind of low on the rocks, but we'll get to those in a minute. So we have defog, we also have U-turn, we also have electric type now. Unfortunately, our electric type doesn't resist electric, but it's okay. But you know, it's not the best thing in the world, but it's okay, it's fine. We will make do with what we got. So Zapdos is here. That's what can help with the other steel types that kind of give Dragapult and Scizor problems, even though respectively Dragapult and Scizor both have coverage for fighting type, steel types regardless, with Scizor having superpower, Dragapult having access to fire moves. So we can, you know, it's cool, and we have access to static. So you know, they gotta think twice about U-turning before they want to get paralyzed. So that's cool, but it's cool. So we got Gunnar as our 4th round pick at 13 points. Gunnar to me pairs really well with Pult because, for one, don't have to worry about ghost types at all. We resist them, and we are immune to them because we are a normal type, so we don't necessarily resist because we're just completely immune. But it also, Goon's weakness is fighting, like obviously it's quad weak, and Dragapult can sort of kind of switch into those fighting type moves, so that way they can't like just go ahead and full on click the fighting type move without thinking twice about it, which is kind of nice. Also, Gunnar gets access to Guts and Relentless, I think, or no, not Relentless, Reckless. So I can run a Scarf variant and just go double edge all day, every day. Or I could go Guts with Obstruct, Facade, Knockoff, Close Combat, Bulk Up. I could do a plethora of things with Obstagoon. Obstagoon just gives us a nice, really fast, not really fast, but a base 95 speed tier is really cool because you're outspeeding most things aside from the base 100 and up, of course. But Gunnar can literally just come in and break teams because once it gets that Guts boost and you just click Facade or Knock, it's just things either get 2 KO'd or they just die. Gunnar is just too strong. I'm excited to use Gunnar. I don't think I have been able to get my hands on Goon. I can't remember. I don't think I have. I think this is my first time. I might be getting it mixed up because we did draft like I think it was like a month in advance, so it's kind of like my memory might be like but we have Gunnar here. And then next up I got Weezing. So we complete the Dragon Fairy Steel Core. I have not been able to use Weezing ever. It's been a cool mod. I've seen people do fun things with it, but I was like, I prefer, like, you know, my Clefable if I can. I was really close to getting Clefable round 2, but good old Matt O'Shea had to snipe us because he wanted the Dragapult pick, and I was like, no, and my hair is looking kind of crazy. But we do have Weezing. Weezing gives us another defogger, gives us access to T-Spikes, also gives us another fighting resist, a very solid one in that matter because we resisted it ×4. We quad resist, which is lovely, which helps Goon out, and we also resist fairy type moves and can deal damage to them as well, which helps Pult out, which is really nice. So Weezing is here. Weezing is now. I'm excited to use it. It's a great utility mod, and you could even run it as a special attacker. I've seen people do that as well. Puts in some work, puts in some pressure. So I'm excited to see what Dimmadome of Dimmandale will do. But next up we have Keldio. So Keldio, we had no water type, and I kind of wanted to get out of my old habits of getting Milotic or any other like mons that I've used in the past. I just wanted to just submerge myself in new mons. What's funny is I got Keldio. I ended up getting Keldio in APA and UBL, so it's like I'm using it twice. So, but it's cool. It's fine. I was just really excited. So Keldio gives us that 108 because prior to this we only had 100, a 95, and then 142. So it kind of helps us bridge the gap between Pult and Zapdos a little bit more, and also helps us outspeed anything above the 105, 107 tier because we know Ultra Beasts will have all weird speed tiers. Unfortunately, we don't outspeed the 110 or speed tie with them, but that's okay because we do have good old reliable ham sandwich, Pult. But yeah, so Keldio is nice because it gives us another flip turner. Like I said, I didn't even notice like observing against parting shot and stuff. I mean, I knew that, but I forgot to tell you guys that. So we have momentum the team aside from Weezing right now, which is really fun. So that's really good because Keldio got access to flip turn. Keldio can be hit super hard with dual stab like Hydro Pump and Secret Sword. Can potentially run a physical set if it is viable for any reason during a week, even though it shouldn't be, but you know, you never know. Swords Nest Keldio could put in some work. I got Keldio, and I noticed my team is literally looking low on hazards, so we went Uxie. I wanted to go Mesprit, but it got sniped, so it was unfortunate because I do love Mesprit. It's just so reliable and does so many things. But we settled for Uxie. I've never used Uxie because I just think Mesprit's the better of the 3 Lake Spirits in general in terms of like point wise and spending and trying to save points. Azov is fun though. I've used Azov. I love it. Offensive. It applies a lot of pressure. But we got Uxie. Never used it because the special attack isn't the greatest. Like it's kind of more passive compared to the other 2. But we do have access to like Calm Mind and stuff to boost our special attack if we need it. We also have access to U-Turn. We also have access to Rock. So we have our first rocker right here, and it is a reliable rocker. So that's really nice in the aspect that I can just get up rocks if I need to, so I don't have to worry about it too much. And then next we have Lurantis, who I didn't have a grass type, and I obviously needed a cheap one because we've been spending. Uxie was not 100 points, it was 10 points. I accidentally put that there. I was like, wait a minute, I just spent my whole budget and then so I went in debt for Uxie, man. But Lurantis is here. Lurantis gives us a grass type, and then gives us defog as well and a knockoff user, which is really cool. I wish Lurantis got U-turn because look at it, it's a bug. It literally should get U-turn, even though all bugs don't get U-turn, which is kind of weird, but I digress. Lurantis is cool. I've never used it before, but it gives us a very thick grass type, and contrary is always super cool because you can use superpower, you can use leaf storm, and the combination of those 2, you can just sit there and just hit things for days. Like it's really cool, and you get access to synthesis, so we have reliable recovery on top of that, which is lovely. So I'm really excited to use Lurantis. We'll see How I'll use it, I've never like ever used this mod, but I've been thinking about it because a lot of times I do have a certain amount of points and I just forget about certain things because I'm getting caught up in new mods and stuff, and Lurantis was there and I was like, you know, I'll finally pick Lurantis, let's do it. And then next up, we have no ground type, so I had to get Marowak. It's kind of a very low tier ground, as you can see, is at 2 points, but that's okay. Marowak is actually kind of thick, and also because of thick club, no pun intended, thick club hits super duper hard. Of course, there might be weeks where I have to like run AV or something, but Marowak overall has really solid defenses. I think its HP is a little low, if I'm not mistaken. Its speed tier is obviously kind of not bad because it's a thick ground type little thing. But we'll see what Marowak can do, because I've never used it, and maybe it might be a good low tier ground type. We'll see, we'll find out. Then we got Magmar as our fire type, because I didn't have really much of any option because of the way my points were being spent. So I grabbed and snagged Magmar, which I think is pretty cool. Look at this little I don't even know what to call his forehead, dude. That's like two domes on one head. But we got Magmar. Magmar is really cool because it does, like I said, it gives us a fire type. Eviolite can make it bulkier than Magmortar, because Magmortar and Magmar's defenses are really bad. It has good speed def, but its defense is really trash. But maybe Eviolite can help that and make a difference, which is cool. Make it a little bit bulkier. The only downside is that I won't be able to run boots all the time, but because we have like Zapdos, Scizor, Weezing, and Lurantis that all get defog, I feel more comfortable bringing it without boots, because then we can just keep hazards off the field, which, I mean, with my lack of hazards, kind of works in my favor, but also works against me as well, because my opponents may not run boots. So, you know, I will have to make sure I can squeeze Uxie in there or Marowak in there to get up a rocks, which is cool. But, you know, we'll see. And then we do have Relicanth, last but not least, the GOAT, aka CB Marcus. We got Relicanth. I totally forgot that I even drafted this mon when I opened up everything to do this recording. So we have Relicanth. I drafted it because I had one mon left and I had 1 point left, literally. As you can see, our remaining points were 0. I only had 1, so I was like, you know, screw it, get Relicanth. It's kind of bulky, gives me rocks. Gives me another water type if I don't want Keldio to do all the hauling that week or something. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever use it, but we'll see. It gets access to 30, so we could just do some shenanigans. But I'm very excited about the squad. You guys let me know down below what you guys thought about like showing all the mons on the screen at one time, and what you guys think of our current team. I think our team is really cool, aside from like I said, our lackluster kind of hazards. But we do have T-Spikes and we have Stealth Rock on 2 reliable mons that can get them up and repeatedly if I need to. So it's really cool. Feeling different about it. But the pairing of Polt, Goon, Zapdos, Scizor, like it's really fun. It's really fun. I think everybody can break for each other relatively well, and the amount of momentum. I forgot to say that Magmar gets teleport, which is fantastic. So if I'm using it as a wall for something, I could just teleport out and get momentum that way, which is really fun. But we have momentum the team essentially, aside from like Marowak, Lurantis, Relicanth, and Weezing. So that's a pretty good amount. Like 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 out of 11 mods get access to momentum, which is amazing. I love it. I love momentum, bro. But without further ado, make sure to leave a like down below if you guys like this video. Like I said, make sure to comment and let me know what your thoughts are on this type of presentation, what you think of the team. Also, make sure to subscribe if you are new and click that notification bell so you know when I post. But now I'm gonna get about your hair, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.